Well, and before you explain, because there is kind of a twist to this story, it also is a reminder to people that you do have responsibilities. So it's not just about knowing who you can sue, but it's also knowing why you could be sued. And that's something that people can take away from these YouTube videos that you've been sharing. So,
Well, sure. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that people should be chomping at the bit to sue their family for things. But if you're having 15-year-old boys run around your house shooting BB guns at each other, not even wearing goggles, you're kind of inviting some trouble and some mayhem. And unfortunately, in that one particular case, that's exactly what happened in one of the worst ways possible. So yeah, you got to take responsibility for what's happening on your property. You got to take responsibility for what's happening under your nose, especially when you have children that you're essentially in charge of while they're visiting. Yeah, you got to use common sense, to say the least.
mm-hmm. Okay. So now tell us about the twist in this story.
So the twist in this BB gun story happened when I found out exactly how the defendant cousin came into possession of this airsoft gun. He essentially testified at a deposition that he bought it from a certain sporting goods store. And that was kind of interesting to me. I was like, how old were you at the time you made this purchase? And I believe he said he was 15. And I said, and did your parents know? And he's like, no, I kept it from him, or he didn't advertise that he went out and did this. He just went out and did it one day when he was with friends or whatever he did to conceal the purchase. I don't remember, but it wasn't known to the aunt and the uncle, his parents, that he had bought this airsoft gun. So I just started digging around, looking online, I believe, and doing some legal research. And I learned that